Welcome back to Celebrate Truth. I'm Robbie Davidson. We've got a great article for you today. We got TSN's Bar Down with teacher claims that Kyrie Irving influenced his students into thinking the world is flat. Here we go with the picture. Got all curvy there, got the globe. This should be good. Professional athletes across the globe have something far more powerful than money: influence. Great first sentence there, guys. Love how they just throw the globe in there. But, anyways, athletes tend to hold a great amount of influence over young fans as they look up and adore their favorite athletes, viewing them as idols. Sometimes that influence can be positive, but other times it can be rather perplexing. In an article written by NPR on the battle between science teachers and fake news, middle school science teacher Nick Gurul discusses how his students now believe the earth is flat, all because Cavaliers point guard Kyrie Irving said so. Garul says his students got the idea of a flat planet from the basketball star Kyrie Irving, who said as much on a podcast. And immediately I started to panic. How have I failed these kids so badly? They think the earth is flat just because the basketball player says it? He says he tried reasoning with the students and showed them a video. Nothing worked. I wonder what video he showed them. Did he show them a NASA video? Did he show them the moon landing video? Look, look, kids. They honestly, I know they don't have the technology to go to the moon anymore, like they have already admitted, but back in the 60s and 70s, they did go. Look at that nice picture of the blue marble. Only problem is we got cloud formations that aren't moving, and we've got clone stamping tools and students, no, seriously, what am I gonna do? It's funny how they actually put in Kyrie Irving as the as the person just because he said it. Now they believe it. No, the kids probably went on the internet. They probably started researching and they started finding out how fake the pictures are. They started seeing that the horizon rises to eye level no matter how high in altitude a person is. They started to look into star trails. They started to look into, hey, teacher, can you show us a scientific experiment? Can you show us a video of something that we can conduct to show the movement? Can you show something, empirically that we can test the curvature of the Earth at 8 inches miles squared? So here we go with all of this stuff. 8 inches per mile squared. But I don't have a video on that. Yeah, exactly. But now let's just blame a sports star. Here we go again, putting all this stuff. I started to panic. Have I failed them? Have I failed them? What am I going to do? I started reasoning with the students and showed them a video. Nothing worked. They said that I'm part of this larger conspiracy of being a round earther. That's definitely hard for me because it feels like science isn't real to them. No, scientism is not real to them. They like science, they see the absurdities, and they see the fallacies of scientism. As funny as this story is at first glance, it's a rather jarring example on just how much influence a modern day athlete has over younger fans. The only proof the students needed to conclude that the earth was flat was an athlete stating that it was true. Yikes. Yeah, right. Why don't you actually get the kids on this article? Has anyone actually even interviewed these kids? Have these kids come forward? Can they even if they're not even, if they're anonymous, can they say exactly why they believe this? It's not just because of Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving said, hey, go out, do the research, start to think about it, look into this, and decide for yourselves. These students, although this teacher is now scared to death that he's losing his grip and control over them, trying to teach them real science, showing them NASA videos and moon landings, they have started to gather their own evidence. But Susan Jung, a professor at University of Pennsylvania's Graduate School of Education, believes that the solution for cases like this is to provide students with the proper tools to go out and think like a scientist by gathering evidence. For cases like this, Jung suggests teachers give students the tools to think like a scientist. Teach them to gather evidence, check sources, deduce, hypothesize, and synthesize results. Hopefully, then they will come to the truth on their own. NPR. Middle school science teacher in Cleveland may be the only ones who are happy with the thought of Kyrie leaving town via trade. Might make their job a little easier. Oh, yeah. If Kyrie leaves, then I guess Cleveland are, home free. Only problem is Cleveland actually has the internet, and kids can go on the internet, can do their own research, and find out if indeed it is true with what Kyrie is bringing out, what he is saying to the masses or to the public. And really, the last interview that I saw from him was saying, "Hey, listen, man, don't listen to me. Go research it yourself. Go do your own research, and you can kind of find out the truth for yourselves." He's just saying, "Hey, there's lies, and we need to look into these lies." And I think that is something that is very good for someone to say, whether they're an athlete, they're a movie star. It doesn't really matter. If kids are going to look up to people that are rather than just parroting what everyone is believing, instead saying, "Hey, why don't you just go out and gather the evidence, and why don't you do what you're this actual scientist Jung advocates?" Again, this is great. Hopefully people will actually do this rather than being indoctrinated by school textbooks and by a video. Really, it's pretty sad that this teacher, although panicking because his students are believing the earth is flat and that they don't believe in science anymore, instead of showing them real scientific experimentation, it really showing them through, through the scientific method, stuff that he's teaching, what does he say? He shows them a video. Please, please, can we see this video? I would love to see this video about the slam dunk that you use one video in order to bring them back, and that's all you have. Is what science has come to when it's really a science teacher? The only arsenal, the only tools that he has is a video. He can't show the numerous experiments that are done to conclusively prove the movement of the earth. He can't show how it's so incredibly easy to prove the curvature rates. Yeah, no, no, kids. I know that thing is 100 miles away and we can see it through that telescope, but no, 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 it's a mirage. Or oh no, it's light reflecting through the atmosphere and you're not really seeing it, but you are. And again, kids aren't stupid. They're looking into this like many people are, and they're finding the truth. If anything, we're all trying to find out what really is going on because we know that the spinning ball flying through space is nothing but lies. Celebrate truth, expose the world's lies, and guys, blessings to you. Take care.